How good a game did Matty Russell have back in the side today?
Yeah, well, I just said he was made of iron in there, so we just take him. He's going up for man at match, we'll take him up in lift and look after him. But yeah, he's I just think Matty's, what he does. He puts his foot down 100 mile an hour, and he's the difficulty for him is doing that every week. And otherwise, if he did, then he's one of the best wingers in the comp, isn't he? So the challenge for him is being able to play more consistently. And when you're doing that, putting your foot down 100 mile an hour into people hitting you hard, then that's a difficult thing to do.
You had those purple patches today where you were running really hot after the last couple of results and the sort of stop-start nature of the season. Do you feel like you're back in the groove now?
Yeah, we feel like just watching, me and Jenny were talking about as we were going through the game, we feel like there's some of our players who are just getting the game legs back. People like Matty Stark who haven't played too much. Just Rourke haven't played an awful lot. So there's some players out there who really need that sort of game time to get them tuned back in. It's the on-off nature of what we've done over the last sort of month really has made life difficult for us. So it's pleasing today to get a decent hit out, get the result, the performance that we wanted, and then move on to next week and what that looks like.
Isaiah Banganer was forced off, wasn't he? Is there anything to worry about?
He's got a bit of a calf problem, which I don't know the severity of it. I'm hopeful it's not too bad. I'd say it'd be a serious doubt for next week, but whether it's more long term, I'll know during the week when he's had a scan.
With the ball, you said you were very good with the ball. Without the ball as well, there was a lot of scramble when you'd clearly won the game as well. That sort of thing must encourage you at this stage of the season.
Yeah, I think the couple of times we forced them off the field, they're always great to see. When you've got the game won, they're excellent qualities to have in your team. And I felt like we'd been a little bit loose defensively. And we played against a couple of really good teams, so there's a different sort of level to those games. But I thought today at the end there, when we clearly got the game wrapped up, we were still turning up for each other and having a pride in not conceding a try, which was great to see.
The conditions weren't great. Were they the sort of conditions you expect around about grand final time, last stages of the playoffs as well? Yeah. The fact that you handle those conditions again is a tick in the box, I would say.
Yeah, I didn't check our completions at the end, but they were pretty high. They were above 80% for most of the game, which is another area that we've been a little bit lower down than we would have wanted to be our control of the ball. But yeah, I thought we went, like I say, overplayed a little bit at times earlier on. I thought we went for longer passes, which weren't quite there. I thought the shorter, more direct lines were going to be more effective today, and when we did that, I thought we were pretty dangerous. I thought that both half-backs controlled the game pretty well, and it was overall a really strong performance from the team.
I don't know if you knew or not, but it was Jake Truman's first try for Wakefield. So had to wait a while for that. It's a nice moment for him, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he should have probably scored when he gets away in the first half. If he could change his carry, he'd be all right. But I thought he played well today. He gets a little bit of luck here or there, and I just thought he played some real smart short passes in and around their line and put people into space and isolated defenders. So it was good. That was really good today, and I think both our halves have sort of last couple of weeks not quite grabbed over the game. So for both of those two today it was a good performance.
Leeds did you a big favour, didn't they, before this? Did you watch the Leeds?
Yeah, I kept tabs on that. Yeah, well, I mean, I thought Leeds started a little bit slow, to be honest. So I watched the first 10-15 minutes at home and thought they might get beat here where they've started. But then when it got to half time, obviously that was that was the starting point for us to go ahead and do what we needed to do, and then it puts us in a really good position, I think. So we just got to win games, and we've got 3 big games coming up now. Take each one as it comes, and then we'll end up where we end up. But I think we've given ourselves a great chance with what we've done today. Just
lastly for me, any early thoughts on that game next week? Obviously, anything can happen when those two sides tend to.
Yeah, well, Sky interviewed me there, and they were asking, about that situation, and I was like, well, if you watch what happened to Warrington last night, when they turn up, they had a few young boys in there, but you turn up with an attitude that's not going to win you a game, then that's what happens to you. So, you know, I don't think we want to be doing any of that. I think we need to focus on ourselves and be at our best, because ultimately if you limp into the playoffs, you're not going far. And I think that game, the St Helens OKR game last night, was a couple of notches above. You know, it was a really intense physical playoff kind of intensity, and I think for us, you know, we'd like to try and get as close to that level as we can. And you know, we've played Saints and Wigan the last couple of weeks and been nowhere near, so we know we're going to need to, you know, step right up if we're going to have a chance get in the playoffs. But then have a chance of doing anything in it, you need to be playing at a high level.